Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're taking a look at this Frieza. This is a new quest mode, Final Form Frieza right here. I actually did have his links done yesterday, but I wasn't able to get to I focused on Videl and kind of like some of the new content instead. Let's go ahead and rainbow this Frieza, right? This new free-to-play quest mode Frieza. Now, obviously, this guy right now is just going to be absolutely god-awful. I mean, there's just no, like, there's nothing else to say. He is horrible. He's a quest mode SSR. If you guys look at his stats up there, you can see that he is indeed going to be a free-to-play character, unfortunately. Or he's going to be a TUR character is what I'm saying. He is not going to be an LR character the same way that the Bardock, the recent Bardock, from quest mode is going to be. The other thing about Frieza is I would say that we probably will not see like cooler potentially involved in this card or anything like that. Like now with these quest mode cards, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, like are these gonna all be like what ifs and stuff like that? This Frieza is from the quest mode though, because there is one unique thing about this guy. Well, yeah, one unique thing, and that is his presence on this team right here. This is Time Travelers. And there you can see the last quest mode character, the AGL SSR Bardock. There he is right there. So, I mean, when they give us quest modes, and then, of course, there's Broly and Trunks, right? So, quest mode characters are going to end up on Time Travelers, which is interesting. So, that means Time Travelers is going to have an extra little advantage in that all, because remember the whole context behind the Dokkan quest mode story mode is it's like a giant, you know, tournament. I mean, it's a similar thing in Legends too, but like that's what's going on, right? So all these characters, you know, like this big like time vortex or whatever, like they're all there, like, you know, traveling through time from different eras. So they're all going to be on Time Travelers, which is going to be pretty interesting. Now, in terms of the build I gave this guy, I mean, right now he's just a terrible free-to-play character. I just, you know, gave him kind of like the dodge with the additional secondary. We'll see what he's going to look like. I mean, any good moments by like a free-to-play character like this probably would just come from hidden potential system dodge, but I don't know. Let's just go ahead and jump into some stage. Here are the 200% teams we could rock Frieza on. So, again, remember, he is a time traveler character, which means we could run him with Sword of Hope Trunks and that team. We could do that. I would like to run him on Space Traveling Warriors, I think, though, with AGL Frieza. I mean, AGL Frieza, I think, is the best character among these. I mean, maybe Trunks could be used a little bit more effectively right now, since Frieza doesn't really have help, but yeah. So, alright, let's jump into a stage. This is a really bad quest mode SSR, so we don't need to hop into, like, Magnificent Supreme Battle or anything like that. No way. Okay. Alright, let's jump in and see what we're gonna get from Frieza. By the way, let me just mention, I probably should try and mention this in a lot of videos. I'm not sure what the fix is gonna be, but occasionally, like, I am getting a lot of audio issues. I mean, talking with people, it does seem to be probably a Windows 11 issue is probably what I'm having, because a lot of issues have just kind of started since I got the new PC, and it doesn't make sense why I would upgrade a bunch of equipment and now have a lot of issues. It's probably Windows 11 is probably the problem I'm kind of having here. All right, now, I hopped into this fight, so this is kind of like, damn, I mean, this is the friend Frieza. He's certainly not going to have, yeah, no way. Well, he's got a little bit. I don't know. Why don't we just put him in slot 1 and see what we got going on? This is not a particularly challenging fight, but remember, I mean, well, this was a character on my friends list, this Frieza. There is other first form Friezas on my friends list. I guess we could go to the Super Saiyan 3 Broly Dokkan event. Like, if we die right here, we can go to the Super Saiyan 3 Broly Dokkan event. Okay, yeah. I mean, he's not, I mean, but it's not like, oh my god, how shocking. Like, he's not crazy. Like, yeah, we know. I mean, his passive and what he's doing, he does not have basically anything. One major thing, we did get a couple of touches in, though. One major thing he does is he gets 10% attack per turn, up to a max of 50%. So, we're going to see his maximum power on, what, turn 3, turn 5, turn 7, turn 9. Turn 9, we're going to see Frieza's full power. So, let me just skip until turn 3. We'll kind of go over what the Frieza's doing. Again, he's not the craziest, nastiest, most ridiculous character ever, but, you know, obviously I do want to get him Link level 10, and, you know, we'll kind of take a look at what he's doing. It's really impossible to say what this character might look like. Are they going to give these quest mode characters EZAs? I mean, like an EZA area related to the quest mode characters. I mean, that, you know, Broly and Trunks EZA. You know, maybe the Tech Android 13 is a character we get from quest mode. He did EZA, utilizing battlefield medals, right? But, you know, later on down the line. Here, we'll skip to his next turn. Okay, all right, let's jump in. I didn't quite finish my point earlier about the audio issues. I can't tell until the video's done. Like, I can't. Like, I'm listening to the audio, and, like, it sounds fine. And then it's just, I mean, it seems like sometimes it's just like a 50-50 coin flip. Did Windows 11 F me or not? Like, I don't know. Okay, well, this looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, Frieza, AGL Frieza, is at a level above this event. So, I mean, I could put AGL Frieza in front of that super attack. He'll be more than fine. Let's just quickly go over what physical Frieza is doing here. And then we'll kind of, you know, again, see what he looks like once he's fully built up. So, in terms of link set, he, of course, only has 6 links. We have Big Bad Bosses, Universe's Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, Thirst for Conquest, and Shocking Speed. So he does have good links, potentially, for villains. I mean, remember, if this guy could be made to be good, he would be a help to force First Form Frieza. But First Form Frieza's time is running out very fast. It's like, First Form Frieza is now a shitty, terrible release, which, unfortunately, I mean, not to say I told you so, but I told you so the day he came out. Like, this just looks like he's going to be a god-awful release. They could still save him at this point, but the time is really running out for him. We could take a look at his super attack effect. Nothing really too crazy here. Oh, well, I guess he does stack attack, huh? He does permanently stack attack. So, I mean, I doubt they're going to give him, like, an active skill. I guess they could. Well, I guess they could. I mean, Broly and Trunks have one. Do we think maybe he gets an active skill where he could take advantage of stacking attack? So he does stack attack. He gets 30% defense for 1 turn, and then he does do supreme damage. And then in terms of the passive, he gets 1 key 100% attack and defense. He gets 10% attack permanently up to 50% per turn. So it's going to take 5 turns to fully build him up. That's a pretty bad ability, all things considered. Most of the time, I feel like that's a tough ability. Like, a lot of times people will just think, like, I feel like with some of these abilities, people will kind of, like, hear it, and they go, oh, that's not that bad. But they're not actually, like, thinking of applying it to the context of actually doing a fight, right? That's a frequent thing. It's not just 5 turns. It's 5 turns for him, right? So, like, that's where it's a long, like, that's why I said, we got him turn 1, and turn 9 is the earliest he could be fully built up. Obviously, that's not good. Then he gets 100% attack and defense on super, and he gets another 50% attack and defense if there is a Wicked Bloodline category ally in the same turn. So, all right, let's go ahead and do this. We are going to be A-okay. I mean, I guess provided Chi-Lai dodges, and of course, yeah, all we need is Chi-Lai to dodge, and we should be fine here. Okay, good. Nice. Hey, that dodge build looking up. All right, 3.8 million, but, I mean, to get to a point where you're doing good damage, see, like, you know, Frieza's damage, you know, is kind of sucky right there, but he's going to keep building up, right? Oh, or he could just do normal. Thank you, dude. My God, oh, dude, the additional characters, sometimes, it is very fun when a character just supers over and over. Very fun. But it's not very fun when it's just like normal. That shit is not fun. So, all right, there was that turn. Let's just watch Chi-Lai to make sure that she does not sell as well. By the way, weapon super. Get me closer to that title, baby. All right, so make sure she dodged the super, and we're good. She did take a little bit of damage. She's going to get enough dodges in to heal us at the end of the turn, though. All right. God damn it. So frustrating. Bro, all right, I'm just going to go on. We do have First Form Frieza friends. Oh, look what's back. Again, nothing I do gets that away. So, let's go to... I'm just going to go to, like, the Super Saiyan 3 Dokkan. The Super Saiyan 3 Broly Dokkan event, man. We'll see, like, his first turn, and then I might just skip to his last turn, where he's fully built up, and we'll call it a day. You know what I will do, actually? I'll go to the Bojack event. I bet you Bojack medals, to me, are much more likely that I'll need to use these in the future compared to, like, Super Saiyan 3 Broly medals. So, all right, we'll come back. Okay, guys, so we are here. This is going to be our first turn. Remember, Frieza does need a Wicked Bloodline ally kind of around him, but we could just do, I mean, I guess the thing about Frieza is he's on a lot of these category teams, right? Frieza is on the whatchamacallit team, you know, Planetary Destruction, Terrifying Conquer, like all these different teams, you know, so he's getting support from Amond and Raisin, he'd be getting support from STR Cooler, like all this different type of stuff, right? So again, this is our first turn. On turn 10, Frieza's going to be fully built up, turn 10. So I think what I'll do is I might just cut after this turn and maybe come back on turn 10, or we'll come back on turn, how about we'll come back on turn 8, we'll see turn 8 and turn 10. Let's look at both of those. Oh, we actually get a double super, that's, I mean, 2 stacks, right? We'll take it. Sure, okay. We'll come back on turn 8, see what his damage is looking like, and then we'll come back on turn 10 and see what his damage is kind of looking like. Again, nothing really too crazy about this Frieza, but, you know, we have no idea what the future is going to look like for this character. Alright, guys, we're going to come back right here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Bam. Jiren, 2-turn support. So, we'll get a little bit of extra juicing for Frieza. I'd like to avoid same type orbs as much as I can. I can't, damn it. Because I don't want to get closer to that Dokkan attack. Because the problem about, like, some of these... Like, the Dokkan event fights are good because they're kind of like a playground. But in, you know, one of these playgrounds, these bosses have very little HP. When you get the Dokkan attack, unless it's with a really low damage character, maybe Chi-Lai. If we timed it to get the Dokkan attack with Chi-Lai, she potentially might not be able to do enough damage to, like, one-shot Bujin or something like that. But the Dokkan attack, no matter what, is an AoE, and it'll kill the other enemies. That's why it could be annoying stacking in a stage like this. The other one is good, but, I mean, with this video, you know, bro, listen, dodge or die characters can die. It is what it is. So, that's why I like, you know, any, you know, good character who can, like, STR UI Goku, Broly-chan Lemo, EZA Videl, EZA Kefla, all of them. They have that dog in them sometimes, and that dog is instant, unavoidable death. So, let's see what Frieza has for us right here. This is a good turn for Frieza. I mean, well, when I say good turn, understand exactly how much support we have up. Jiren, 70% support, Cooler support, Chi-Lai support. I mean, this is a juice session, sure, but, I mean, this Frieza's not exactly good anyway. Like, you know, whatever. All right, let's see what he can do right here. All right, so here's Cooler. Cooler, obviously, at this point, is mostly aged out. I mean, as long as he never gets hit ever, he could be okay, I guess. Sure, double normal. Never seen that before. All right, Frieza, what do we got? 7 million we've jumped up to. Okay. Jiren support, I mean, I feel like it's just looming right now. All right, so we'll come back next turn. We'll see maxed out Frieza, and then we'll finish up. All right, guys. Here we are on turn 10. All right, so let's see. So Frieza has now had 5 rotations. This, of course, being his 5th rotation. So we could see what Frieza is kind of like maxed out. Well, I don't want to say maxed out since he does stack, but we can see what his attack stat looks like after, you know, we've got him fully built up. Now, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I suppose that what they could do with him is they could make it to where, like, he builds up faster. So, like, after he Dokkan Awakens or after he EZAs or whatever, I mean, he'd have to Dokkan Awaken first, then he could still EZA. Like, after that, I mean, or, you know, he could potentially maybe have, like, you know, where he's building up, like, 30% attack and defense per turn, and he needs to, you know, just be on, like, 2 rotations to fully build it up, or something like that. So, alright, there was the free-to-play Frieza. Alright, guys, so here was the quest mode, SSR Frieza. Let's go ahead and take a look at the details for him. So this right here, this is Eternal Evil, Frieza Final Form. By the way, Frieza Final Form has almost criminally not had really good characters throughout the history of Dokkan, so hopefully that could change. Leader skill is the Wicked Bloodline, category 2 key and 30% to stats. Super attack is the Death Beam, which stacks attack by 30%. He gets 30% defense for 1 turn, and then he does supreme damage to the enemy. Passive skill, All Kinds of Fear. He gives 1 key and 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he builds up 10% attack per turn, up to 50% attack. Again, so that's going to be 5 turns for him, which is a lot. That's, you know, if he starts out turn 1, it's turn 9, which shows you how long that is. Then he gets 100% attack and defense on super attack. And then he gets 50% attack and defense if there's a Wicked Bloodline category ally attacking in the same turn. His links are Big Bad Bosses, Universe's Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, Thirst for Conquest, and Shocking Speed. Of course, I already did show his 200% leader skill teams earlier. Here are his best linking partners. None of these characters are really very good right now. I mean, he's pretty good, but he doesn't have the help. This guy could be, you know, top 5 overnight very easily. AGL Full Power Frieza. Who knows when he's going to EZA? It could happen. Maybe this guy could super EZA. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen with some characters. But, I mean, we'll see if Terrifying conquers, if this Frieza characters are actually going to get what they need to be very good. And then 12 key multiplier, 130%. Very low, but, I mean, he's only an SSR. He's not even, right, like a TUR at this point. So, you know, not really too shocking there. Then in terms of the categories that Frieza has, so he, of course, is on the Wicked Bloodline category team. You know, he has a lot of the same Frieza stuff, except he does have time travelers as well. Then here he's on Transformation Boost, so he's on Broly's team. So, I mean, that's good, I guess, if he would become a god. You never know, I guess. Could happen. He's also on the Time Traveler team. This is where he gets kind of like this, you know, different team that Frieza's aren't usually on, because he's from the quest mode, right? Then he's also over here on the Terrifying Conqueror category team. This is what we're hoping we get buffs for this Frieza. But, I mean, they dropped this Frieza, you know, 100 years ago, and we've had no characters come out that could help him. It chilled, yeah, but King Vegeta is a pure Saiyan and Vegeta family support, and then Captain Ginyu is restricted specifically to special pose, so neither help Frieza. Then there's also the Inhuman Deeds category team. I guess I could have ran, I wasn't running Dodoria, we could have ran Dodoria as well, but we ran a bunch of supports, not a big deal. Then there's also the Space Traveling Warrior category team. That, of course, is the team we are running today. Frieza is also on the Gifted Warriors category team. Sure. Then Frieza is also on Planetary Destruction. So we are getting support from Amand and Raisin. And then finally, Frieza's down here on the Sworn Enemy team. So Frieza being on Sworn Enemies, right? Remember, this does not include, like, cooler characters and stuff like that. So this shows that this character is likely to just be Frieza when this character gets its Dokkan Awakening. I suppose Frieza could have, like, a standby swap into cooler or something like that. But probably not going to be a cooler and Frieza, right? So let me know what you guys think of Frieza. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.